Wario fan, what level are we talking about here?
We're talking about Mario Zone 4,
All right,
which might sound like a game title, but it's actually a level.
Mario Zone 4. There's a bit of Nintendo trivia associated with this level, right?
Yes, that's actually what motivated me to pick this one. The blocks in the level are a reference to Nintendo's N and B blocks, which was their Lego competitor back in the day.
Okay, that explains the NNB logo in that one hidden area.
As far as I can tell, I think it stands for Nintendo and Block, but
So, what are the main challenges in each section?
well, the first one is a bit of a timing thing. You gotta avoid the spike, and the spikes are rotating, and that's where you gotta keep your timing. You know, especially since there's your first power ups right there, and you don't want to die before you can manage that.
That'd be embarrassing.
It would. And then they kind of throw a cannon etch in the middle there, so it's sort of like a sneak peek at what's to come, while still dealing. You're not out of the woods with you're not out of the spike woods yet, basically.
Right. So, whereas the spikes were a static timing challenge, like they move at their own pace no matter what, with the cannons, they start shooting when you get on screen, and you can hug them like any other cannon to prevent them from shooting.
Yeah, that's always handy. I've always liked how Mario cannons play it safe like that.
They're polite.
Yeah. Oh, he's right up against us? Well, we're not going to obliterate the guy. Just pause for a second. It's pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot of alternate options you can take. There is the little bonus room, but that's a dead end. If you want, you can go into the cupboard under the stairs, where they found a bunch of money, which also continues with the spike theme down there, too.
I like how that takes the spike challenge and intensifies it for a reward. Not only are they all bunched up together, but you also have to go out of your way to follow the spike balls in order to pick up all the coins.
Right. So you get a bonus by challenging your platforming skills, you get a bunch of money, and you get a reference to the 1960s. It's a double whammy.
What are the stairs like?
The stairs is sort of your breather, I think. Just to take a break from the madness of the spikes and the cannons. You just get a little bunch of Goombas going up the stairs, and you're good to go.
So, like, at the midway point, you get a reprieve.
Yeah, basically. And you're like, oh, is it the checkpoint time yet? Oh, no, not yet. Still on the stairs, huh?
This has come up before, but this game often puts a small reprieve at the midpoint. That's a thing they do in a lot of other levels.
That makes sense.
So after that, what happens?
Well, you get one last cannon. Remember the cannons? Well, here's one more. And then you get the buzzsaws. I believe they're going the same direction, but one's just a little ahead of the other or behind the other, depending on your perspective. Depending on how daring you are, you can either take it safe and go over, or play it dangerous and go under.
Why is it dangerous to go under as opposed to over?
I guess I should really say it's only dangerous if you're powered up. If you're small Mario, you can go under like it's nothing. But if you want to keep your bunny hood or your firepower, I mean, it's usually the fire flower in this level, but maybe you're a bunny person, that's. But if you want to keep the fire flower power up, you're going to have to do some ducking and running. There's no real benefit to doing it in the first section, but in the second section, you get a money bag.
Yeah, and that's another static challenge. They like to use spikes for things that move at a fixed pace, I guess.
You call it static?
Well, it's static in that they move back and forth at a fixed pace. There's nothing that changes how they move.
Right.
I guess a little bit like the cannon, you also get a send-off with the circle ball spike.
Yeah. Oh, remember this at the beginning of the level?
It comes full circle!
Exactly. Oh. Watch out. Here's the boss. The boss is kind of bizarre for Mario standards because you're fighting a fairy tale story. You're fighting the three little pigs.
Right. This is Mario's brain, right? We're inside his hat?
That's true. So you think he's got pigs on the brain?
I guess.
You think maybe he sees himself in the three little pigs story? like
Yeah, it's the id ego and super ego.
Mario is represented by the three little pigs, all three of them, and Bowser's the wolf.
Yeah,
And we got the House of Straw is Mario 1, House of Sticks is Mario 3, and House of Bricks is Mario World.
right. That makes sense.
It totally makes sense.
So how do they attack you?
Well, the first pig, it's no effort. He just rolls on the ground. You can take care of him easy. The second pig, yeah, he's a bouncer, so you gotta watch out for him. And then the third pig, after watching, the other two strategies fail, he bounces, but he also squashes himself thin, so he makes himself a harder target to hit.
I believe this is the final boss notwithstanding. I think this is the only boss that takes more than 3 hits, because each one is a boss of its own.
That's true in the technicality sense, yeah. So it's 9 hits just to clear this room and free Mario's mind of the pigs.
Alright.
Boy, what a good level.
Yeah, it's easy to take Super Mario Land 2 for granted because it's so easy, but it's simple and it does what it does well.
Yeah,